Welcome back into the show. Time for our Law and News segment sponsored by Gig and Jamcola. And we're here now with the attorneys from the practice, Michael Gig, Christopher Jamcola. Thank you guys for making time in your busy schedules to stop by.
Yeah, thank you.
For people who aren't familiar with the law that you practice, you handle specific kinds. What exactly do you guys do?
Well, I handle car accidents, truck accidents, workers' compensation, Social Security, disability, and Mike, of course, handles our estates, real estate, wills, trusts, all of that.
Yeah, you've been working with us for a little while now. We're always asking you different questions, and we're curious about a lot of things. We're learning a lot, through the process, and people can actually write in different legal questions. You answer them right here live on the show. We've got one for you today. This question is for you, Mike. It comes into us. It says, I'm looking to buy property at a tax sale. Is there anything that I should do or look out for before I would be purchasing it?
Yeah, so this is a very good question. A lot of properties come up every year at tax sales, and we have clients that come in that want to purchase a property or are looking to purchase a property. What you have to understand is, first of all, there is a risk in doing it because it wouldn't go to a tax sale if there weren't maybe some issues with the property.
Okay.
The first thing I would tell people is, regardless of how cheap you're going to buy the property for, is that you get a title search done on the property. So I wouldn't do it yourself unless you're experienced in doing it. I would hire, there's abstractors in the area here that could do a formal title search for you. Typically, those are between $175, $200. It's well worth it though. A title search, they'll go back, usually they go back 60 years to see if there's any open mortgages, any liens or judgments against prior owners of the property. That's a key thing, because what people have to know is, if you go to what's called an upset tax sale, so that's the first tax sale that the property goes to, you buy the property subject to whatever is against it. So it could be everything from open mortgages, liens or judgments against prior owners.
Okay.
Another issue that we run into a lot is a prior owner at some point had passed away, and inheritance tax was never paid. If there's inheritance tax owed, that's a lien against the property. So it's good to spend that money to see what's there, because if there's too much involved, of course you don't want to buy it, because you could think, I'm going to buy the property, I might buy it for $2,000 or $3,000, but you might have to pay someone like me double that possibly, or even more, or file a lawsuit or something, just to clear up all these issues that you didn't know about. So the first thing I would do is have a title search done. Another issue that we see a lot is there could be somebody living in the property. I've had a couple cases like that, where it could be the prior owner, it could be a prior tenant, and that creates a whole mess of issues, of course, because you don't know maybe the condition of the property. A lot of times people don't go inside these properties. They kind of just drive by, on the outside.
Right.
There could be somebody living in there.
Yeah.
And of course, if they're not paying rent, you could file an action to have them removed.
Oh my.
So there's a lot of things you need to look into. It's not just, this is a good deal.
Yeah.
This property might normally be, $100,000. I'm getting it for $3,000 or $4,000. Could be a lot more expensive than that.
So you have to do your homework.
Yes.
I didn't realize it got so sticky, and those
Yes.
issues sometimes get carried on with the home.
Yes. Yeah, so there's a lot of different issues. The biggest thing would be a title search.
Yeah.
If you don't get that done, then you could run into a whole host of issues. Again, we mentioned this in a prior show. If you're buying a property, forget about a tax sale, but if you're buying a property from a previous rental property from somebody, a landlord, you want to make sure about the current lease that's in effect. You want to make sure it's a tenant that's been paying,
Right.
so you don't run into an eviction process before anything's even been started. So it's just do your homework. That's the biggest thing.
I know evictions can get really weird. It's sometimes hard to kick people out.
It is. And I would say we represent a lot of landlords that, you have to go by the book, and if you don't, the eviction will be thrown out at the magistrate level, because you have to give proper notice. You have to go strictly according to the lease and according to the landlord-tenant law. So there's a lot of pitfalls there too.
It's different than just owning a home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a lot of issues that can come up with tax sales, given the fact that, you're buying it as is.
Yeah.
as is not
problems, too.
only condition wise, but title wise. So there's a lot of pitfalls that can happen.
Yeah, really good advice there. For people looking for more details, information, if they've got a question, they want to reach out to you guys, what's the best way?
Yes, please call us at 814-946-1606 or go to our website at gig-law.com.
Give them a call. They'll hook you up, everything you need. Michael Gig, Christopher Jancola, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yes.